Hi, I am Vidal. As of this recording, I'm 18 years old and I've recently graduated from Posh Institution, and I'm proud to be a MiracleLife graduate. So I wanted to share that MiracleLife has really helped me a lot through navigating my life, especially through the turmoils, the trenches that life has dug for me to trap me in. When I was 14, I was depressed for the first time. I already started feeling useless, and my self-worth was pretty much depleted when I was 13. Going from being an elite in my primary school to being pretty much a nobody in my secondary school, it was a complete shock to me. My entire identity was tied to being one of the best in academics, but I couldn't accept having the identity robbed from me when I moved into secondary school. I sharp rock bottom that time when I lived through an existential crisis, which I could not solve at the time. I decided to kill myself in school just because I messed up calligraphy, something I pretty much have never done before, and something which takes months to even be decent at. Of course, I failed. My life story. And after that, I got a lot of help. Therapy, counseling, an amazing support system with amazing teachers and friends. I made initial improvements with the help I got, but even with these improvements, relapses just seemed to plague my life constantly. I think I made improvements, but then flashes of my dark self would just constantly appear and scare me. That caused my self-worth to take a nosedive. How? I kept reading advertisements of magical products that would help me be a lot more better things, such as more appealing to girls, be more jacked, earn more money, and stuck. And this is all just at the measly age of 14 to 15 years old. Like, people are still focusing on academics, and I'm really doing all these things, like wanting to be the best man already. But without making any progress in life, I felt embarrassed. I started becoming afraid of asking for help. As not only was I not making improvements in my opinion when I objectively was, but I also affected other people negatively on the way to trying to help myself. They were fine, they were okay, but I was not. Luckily, my mom noticed my habit of indulging myself in self-help courses and introduced me to MiracleLife, which is what I'm talking about right now. Obviously, I was skeptical at first, as I was the type of person to only believe in wanting one best cause to be able to fully heal myself. Yes, one shot wonder. But luckily, I gave it a shot. When I first went to the online training, I learned so many things about myself. I realized I was running away from myself and not accepting myself for who I am. That my obsession for improvement was to rid myself of my dark self, who will unfortunately always be present in me. Honestly, I did run away from the course for a while and not fully engage in it because I was scared to face the ugly truth that I am broken. However, for the live in-person training, I decided that I'll play full out. And thank God I did, because I got a lot of results. Prior to MiracleLife's training, I would berate myself for the littlest mistakes I made. When there was a competition or pressure given by anybody of any sort, wanting to win became my only priority. And my mind became completely scattered. I was unable to focus on finishing the task properly, and the poor results I got clearly reflected that. In doing examinations, I keep looking at the clock every second, every minute to check how much time I have left. And I'm constantly calculating my pacing to see if I could finish the paper, still focusing on the quality of my work. And there are times I did not write a word until I was crystal clear on my plan, with any small doubt leaving my paper blank, which was an unfortunate reality for one of my papers in my examinations. And that was a very big scar for me. My communication with others was also terrible. In wanting to impress others by sounding smart, I use a lot of complex jargon. I explain myself way too much. And what I do is convolute my messages and only end up making others more confused. Finally, I was not able to appreciate the good things that happen, even the big things that deserve celebrations. And then I placed too much concern on the littlest of bad things, such as small annoyances that happen. And it just made me even more annoyed with life and just made me dissatisfied in general. After MiracleLife's training, my mind opened up a lot. And I realized I was too focused on what others thought of me rather than what I thought of myself. I allowed myself to make mistakes and appreciate the beauty of growth. I focus on quality over quantity. And whenever I face any negative emotion, such as the constant distress, I spend some time breathing through the emotion, allowing it to sit within me, and still concentrating on my task. My communication is a lot more succinct, and my message is a lot clearer to others now, based on feedback. And I finally celebrate the smallest of good things that happen in my life, such as an amazing view from outside my window, even if I can see it every day. Playing full out, having full engagement, and trusting the process allowed me to fully gain from the training. And I've also learned the most important and valuable lesson of my life. Life gives you shit and will give you shit. That isn't your fault. But if you don't clear the shit, you let it stay in your life, that is your fault. So if you don't want life shit to drag you down anymore, you could take responsibility for yourself and sign up for one of CRM's courses, the first one being CYM, Creating Miracles. Trust me and the training. You are going to see results and transformations to your life you'd have never thought possible. If you have any concerns regarding anything, and I mean anything, really, MiracleLife or even myself will be able to help address them so that you can get the best experience before, during, and after the training. Your best interests will be met and even surpassed. And I rest assured that we will help you attain the best results possible.